Welcome to workout 4 of the calisthenics series. Today we're going to do a 30-minute full body calisthenics workout. You can do it as a follow along with me at home with no equipment. We're going to kick it off with a brief bodyweight warm-up consisting of 4 exercises, 40 seconds each, linking one straight into the other for just one round. Starting with the hands behind the back. Pull the elbows together, draw a nice big angel wing up and overhead, coming back round, behind the back and relaxing forward. So you're going to open the chest out, do a nice big angel wing arc overhead, coming back round, hands behind the back, relaxing forwards and repeat. Taking your wrists together, give me a figure of 8 movement. So you're drawing a figure of 8 shape with your fingers, keeping the forearms nice and close together. It's really important to warm the wrists up when doing any calisthenics. So we'll be in that press-up position for some of this workout. After this, if you make your way to your feet, you're going to be moving onto some inchworms. So be hinging at the hip, so pushing the hip back, reach towards the toes, walk it out into a press-up position. Feel free to do the whole workout on your palms. Anytime that I do things on my knuckles, hinge at the hip, draw the chest in towards the quads, walk it out. Try and keep straight arms and legs as you inch your way all the way back to touching your toes before you stand up. Next, we'll be doing a frog to pike. So if you come into a deep squat position, hands out front, you're going to stand up, draw your chest towards your quads into the pike. Sink the hips, push the knees out, posture upright for that frog position and repeat. So you're going to go pike, sinking down into a frog. This is easier with heel elevation if you've got any wedges or if you roll your mat up and put it underneath your heels. Okay, we're going to move into our first of 2 strength sections. We're going to do 4 exercises, 40 seconds on, 20 seconds off for 3 rounds, starting with a pseudo planche push-up. You're going to take a reverse grip like this on the mat. Now, I'm going to actually use a reverse grip on my knuckles. We're going to lean the shoulders as far forwards as you can, lowering down into that push-up position, pressing back up. And if you can't do the full push-up, just do a controlled lowering phase and then reset at the knees on the way back up. So I've got my knuckles, but you can still put your palms flat, taking somewhat of a reverse grip. That means supinated position, palms turned away from your feet, elbows coming back towards your hips, shoulders leaning forwards far in front of the hands. A bit more challenging than a regular push-up there. Now we're going to lie face down on the mat. We're going to do a lower back extension and we're going to add a W raise of the upper back to the top of each rep. So you can be lying face down, we're going to lift up, pull the hands up high, hold for 2, and then back down. Engage the glutes. It's okay to arch the lower back a bit. With that glute engagement, should keep it all nice and supported. Focus more on the hand height than the elbow height. Okay, next, I'm going to do a glute bridge into a lateral drop. So I'm going to start with my right leg flat, my left leg bent, and we're going to do it in stages so you can follow along with me. We're going to do all 40 seconds on one side. So stage 1, pop your hips up till your quads are level. Stage 2, bring your leg up nice and high. Stage 3, drop it laterally, keeping your core tight. 4, bring it back in. 5, bring your quads level. And 6 is drop your glutes and leg down to the floor. So 6 movements we've got. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and repeat. Hips up, leg out, leg in, level, down. Let's get one more in. Let's not worry about that timer. Let's finish the rep. Okay, taking it over to the other side now. So we're going to be straight left leg, pushing up with the right glute. So we're going to come up level. I'm going to bring it past, out, up, level, down. So 6 parts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Great job. Take a short break, and then we're going to go into round 2. We will be taking rest intervals for this. With calisthenics, we're trying to keep the quality of movement high and focus on strength. So this is not a HIIT workout. This is a strength mobility workout. So we're going to go back with those pseudo planche press-ups, or just doing the negative part of the rep only. You're going to take a reverse supinated grip or on your knuckles. Lean your shoulders as far forwards as you can. Elbows coming back towards your pockets. When you're in the top position, round your upper back slightly, protracting your shoulders forwards. Tucking the glutes and belly button in. Definitely a tough one to do well. So we're going to lie down now. I'm going to do those lower back extension with the W raise. So you're going to tense your glutes as we lift the chest off the floor. Okay, flipping on to the back, going for that glute bridge to lateral drop. So remember, there's 6 parts to do the movement neatly. Talk you through the first rep and then leave you to it. So glute bridge to level, leg comes past, leg comes out, keeping the core tight. Bring it back to the center, come level, lower the hips down, and repeat. Make sure your hips are staying high as you do the lateral drop. Always finish your rep. Well done. There's 2 rounds done. We've got 1 more to go of those exercises before we move onto the same format, but doing 4 new ones. Feel really tough to be doing well. If you are doing this workout again, feel free to just do a few of those and then move to the negatives only. well done. We're gonna take a break and then move on to our next section, doing the 4 new exercises. If you want to take your training to a new level, consider joining my TPT virtual studio. This members area gives you exclusive access to an extensive follow-along video library not available on YouTube. It also includes written workout plans you can do at your own pace, taking the guesswork out of training and optimizing your results. Learn to fuel your body for success with nutrition resources, from meal plans to dietary strategies that work. Save yourself from expensive gym memberships, long travel times, and average results by joining the virtual studio. To check it out, follow the link in this video's description after your workout. So if you start hands behind the ears, squat down, extend the arms, hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Return the hands, stand up and repeat. So we're squatting down, hold that overhead reach for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Return the hands, stand up. Okay, I want the knees out, heels on the floor for this squat, chest up. Let's finish this hold. Okay, lying on your back now, we're going to do a controlled bicycle crunch. So we want hands on temples. We're going to go opposite knee towards the opposite elbow, but leaving the other heel on the floor, but in a fairly open position. We're doing this oblique crunch, coming across the body. If you can, making contact, elbow to knee. I like to touch the opposite elbow on the floor at the same time, forcing me to do a fair bit of rotation. Make sure when you're in this open position, there's no arch in the lower back. You should be bracing tight like you would in a hollow hold the whole time. If you are arching, just try having slightly more bent leg position. But as you get more advanced on that, you should be able to open the body out more. Okay, next we're gonna go tabletop. Now you can do this as a march or as a hold, similar to a reverse plank, but with 90-degree bend at the knee. So pop up, and you're either just gonna hold this tabletop position, or if you wanna do some extensions, you just extend the legs straight, and you're gonna alternate, but trying to keep the straight line from knee or toe all the way up to the shoulder. You'll feel stretch on the front of the shoulders probably. You can do this again with your hands flat like this. Surprisingly difficult for me with tight shoulders. Okay, we're gonna lie on the back. We're gonna have your left leg straight, and if you just gently hold the hamstring of the right leg, we're gonna do 20 seconds of circles. So straighten the leg and give me some circles, hands down by your sides now. Doesn't matter whether you're going in or out. Trying to keep the leg as straight as possible. Trying to keep that left leg that's on the floor pointing up towards the ceiling, not out. Quick switch, left leg, circles. Now I'm trying to press the right leg flat to the floor, keeping the toe pointing up. I'm trying to maintain height with this left top leg. It's a really tough one for the hip flexors. There you go, working on a little bit of that compression strength for the hip flexors and abs, which will help transfer nicely over to a lot of the ab exercises, but even a pistol squat, helping to hold the leg out front. So there's round one done. We've got 2 more to go. Going back into that deep squat with the 5-second overhead holds. Try and have as locked out elbows as you can and as vertical torso position. Getting ready for those tabletops. This workout has a lot of movements working. Some of the muscles that'll be neglected or not hit as hard in some of the bigger movements, so it's a good one, almost in a similar way to Pilates, in that it's going to help hold you together for some of the more complex big movements, but they're surprisingly challenging, especially on the mobility. The shoulder mobility for these tabletops and the hamstring mobility and hip flexor strength for those circles. You might be strong and athletic, but you still might find those challenging. Well done, 2 down, just 1 to go. have a little play around, seeing what your most flexible foot width is and how much turnout you want to the feet. There's not a right or wrong answer. Different people with different shaped hips will have a different preference for foot width and how much they turn their feet out. And it's up to you to find what's the most flexible and comfortable for you. And don't let someone else tell you that that's wrong just because they do it differently. Switch inside. Well done. That's the workout complete. Let me know in the comments below, how did you find it and where in the world are you following along from? I really do love to hear that. Don't go anywhere. As you can tell from this routine, flexibility is really important, so why not do this cool down stretch here right now? And here's the next day in this calisthenics series. You can check out the program guide via the link in the description of this video. See you again soon for another one.